protect you behind you. I love y'all. Thank you for everything. Thank you for being here. You have no idea what it means to us to have your presence after all these years. Someone said, "Why do you think the judge didn't allow the evidence of the children?" And before we start, I believe in Jesus. It's outside of heaven. Hang on with me. Lord, have mercy on us all, God, and we thank you for everything that you do for us, God. We just thank you for another day to be able to speak. We just thank you for the breath in our lungs, and we just ask that you please fill this chat with the Holy Spirit, and for whoever is listening to this, God, and whoever is sitting here with us, we just ask for a hedge of protection over everyone. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. I'm gonna tell you right now, I've had a moment of like, Lord, again. I don't know if you guys ever heard me tell a story when I found out about Carmel Mountain in the Bible, and I said we're gonna be standing on Carmel Mountain together. So the night that, I don't know if you guys seen the fake news. I don't know if it's fake because it's too close to the truth. So that's when I don't know about it being fake. But the news went around of possibly them dropping the charges of sex trafficking on the trial. That was as one of the angels just called it, my match. That tick. Whoa. I have been all right. I've been okay until I was hanging on a very thin rope, because there's been so much stuff going on from the people that are trafficking my pain through taking videos. So much going on from whoever wants to call us names out of our names. We've had to deal with so much stuff left and right. We've been driving, like I'm telling you, it's just been a lot. It's been a lot that some of us, we can't say, because of you're sitting in the sea of our enemies at the same time as those of you who care about us. So there's a lot that we can't say. But my boots are laced up. Let me at them. Okay, good. Keep them laced. I'm serious. I'm so serious. Please keep them laced. Keep them by the door too if you don't have them on, so you can stay ready, so you ain't gotta get ready. You know what I'm saying? The day that I found out about everything, I knew like the night before. I was like, something's getting real shaky now. I heard that there was 100 witnesses on the case, and I don't know if they even got through all of those witnesses. But Maureen Comey is the prosecutor of this case in New York City, and she never asked about the children. And there's so many people who wanted me to be a witness on this trial, and I want to explain jurisdiction. I know some people don't understand jurisdiction, so let's talk about it. If you got a ticket in Utah, let's say you got a ticket in Utah, and you live in Georgia, but you decided to leave from Utah after you got your ticket, go to Georgia and say, I'm walking into this courthouse, and because I chose this courthouse, I'm deciding that I'm going to do my court here because I said so. That's what I'm doing. I don't care about jurisdiction. I don't care about the law. It's the same thing with, you see the people and the things with the immigrant and the border situation just coming in and deciding, I don't want to follow anybody's rules. You got to follow our rules when you go into other countries, but I don't want to follow anybody's rules. I'm just coming in. I can't just walk into a case and be like, I'm gonna get up on there on that case. First of all, because of jurisdiction. First of all, you with me? Are y'all with me? The comments are still on. I might turn them off in a second because I just want y'all to hear what I'm saying to you. But do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying about jurisdiction? First of all, people have a really big TV mentality. So they believe that just because I went through something on this case, that I was just supposed to pop up and go through this red carpet event of people fangirling, of predators walking out of this case. Do you understand jurisdiction? Mary Wing, you said yes. You understand jurisdiction, right? First of all, a lot of people are not even stopping with that. There's so much TV mentality, chaos, and confusion. So I really want to explain some things to you real quick before we go. But jurisdiction is number one. This case took place in New York City. I dealt with Sean Combs in Los Angeles, California. Are y'all with me? That's first of all, we out of jurisdiction. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it again. I dealt with Sean Combs in Los Angeles, California at one of his many mansions. The case that is on right now that you guys are seeing is out of New York City. First of all. So that's one reason why I'm probably not invited to the Red Panther Party red carpet event. Do you see what I'm saying? Second of all, I was 15 years old. I am now a 31-year-old grown woman. Do you understand what I'm saying? How old am I for everybody that can you hear me? How old am I? Can we just interact? I am 31 years old. When this happened, everybody say it with me. I was 15. Are we all on the same page? Do you get what I'm saying? When this happened to Cassie Ventura, she was 19 years old. Do you understand? Thank you. Everybody like 31. We're here. Okay. I'm a grown woman. Sometimes I don't look it. That's called DID. Another story for another day. Okay? But Cassie was 19 on this case. We might have to. And everybody that is ready to free Diddy and be on the side of pedophiles, they keep calling Sean Combs' children, his twin daughter and his other daughter, you with me still? Yes? Okay. They keep calling them kids. The twins and the daughter is kids. They don't need to be in the case because they're kids. Cassie Ventura was not called a child. Everybody tore that woman apart because they saw a pregnant grown woman sitting on that trial telling her story that everybody covered up as she was 19 years old. People are addressing Sean Combs' kids as kids, but they won't address Cassie as a kid when this happened to her. Do you understand what I'm saying? I was 15 years old when I had dealings with Sean Combs. She was 19. You get me? Okay? We're not talking about the other children that were on this case. Now, as you guys are saying, I told you, the justice system is rigged. I don't know how many ways people need to say that, see it for themselves, research it, dig on it, and not understand that the justice system is rigged. And we've been saying that since the beginning. We went through court cases. We went through private investigators. This is how we have the insurance and the documents and the things and the receipts that we have, because we have been through this so many times before, where the victim is the one who gets the most hell and the predators walk. The amount of people that you've seen, I want you to stop and think about how many people were enabling this case and how many times I have said the red and the blue side are guilty. If you are distracted right now by something as what an adult did, or you're fighting for an adult, then you weren't in the fight for the kids in the first place. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? If you're distracted by something petty, by a comment that was made, by something that somebody was wearing, by something somebody didn't like, by something somebody said because of your feelings, you're not understanding the gravity of what we are talking about when it comes to this case, right? Okay. Now, when you look at the corruption, the FBI covered it up for how long? This case was back in 2000, early 2000, right? So let's talk about who's guilty here. The DOJ released a video that at first everybody said they couldn't find a video of Cassie Ventura being beaten. They couldn't find it. It didn't exist. You saw one clip, and then you saw DOJ released another clip to the news. So the DOJ had that clip to begin with. So the people who are telling you that they don't have the Epstein file, they're full of shit. What other way do you want me to explain that? They're lying to you. The ones that are telling you, Pam Bondi, that she only had a little bit, it is bullshit. Bullshit. Because they told you the same thing, and now you're seeing it with the Sean Combs case. They told you they just had a little bit of a video, and then it got released. That's on the DOJ. They lied to you. They told you that nothing happened, that this man, Sean Combs, was just this rap mogul that everybody loved. No, he couldn't have hurt nobody. He couldn't have did anything. And then all this stuff came out. Well, he did that. But yeah, he couldn't have did anything else. And then something else came out. Okay, well, maybe he did that too. But he couldn't have did anything else. And then something else comes out. How many people did you hear say, I left a party early? I knew about the abuse. I knew about children being there. I knew about him beating the hell out of females. I knew about the parties going on with multiple people, so it wasn't just Sean Combs. I knew about all of that, but I left early. So guilty. How many people did you hear say about Cassie Ventura that I knew that she was being abused? I knew this shit was wrong. I knew what he was doing, but I'm just now speaking about it. Guilty.
Coward.
How many maids did it take to clean up a penthouse suite? Know that there was blood and glass everywhere, but they kept their mouth shut because they got paid. Guilty. So we're not talking, let's go back down to the bottom. The hotel manager that you guys never seen his face at first of this hotel. He heard the beating. He heard the screaming. He knew what was going on. He knew that Sean Combs was in there. He knew that he had other girls with him. He knew what was going on. He had the footage. He talked to the security. That hotel manager is who took that footage from the security and said, okay, hand me some money or help me be quiet. I'm going to shut the hell up. You did not hear anything from that hotel manager until now. But they told you, that hotel manager, if you would have went back then, they would have told you, no, we don't know anything. Cover up. Guilty. The security that were on shift that night, that knew about this footage, that knew he dragged her down the hallway, that knew he kicked her in the back and all over the place. The hotel security that knew about that, they looked away. They got paid off. Guilty. How many ways now the FBI that have had all of this information for a really long time looked away from it as well? Guilty. How many times do you need to see that the FBI is guilty? Now, I saw a post that went up that I really don't care about, and I just want to address it. That there was an FBI post that said, if anybody is smearing the Attorney General over the Epstein files, then we're going to investigate them. So you can investigate your own people that are asking you because you work for the people. The FBI, you work for the people. So who the hell are you talking to? Because the only person that asked you to do anything, nobody incited any violence, not on this side. Nobody condoned any violence, not on this side. And everybody was just asking you to do your damn job of what you've been covering up. So now you can investigate the people that are asking a little bit too much about why your boldness is gone, why your bravery is gone, and why your balls don't exist. But you can investigate that. But you can't investigate the Hillary Clinton laptop. You can't investigate the Biden laptop. You don't know where all these missing children are. You don't know where they went. You have no idea how many children CPS is trafficking. You don't know where the kids came from on the case. You lied and told everybody that there was nothing to fucking begin with. And then now all of a sudden you want to investigate your own people because they're asking you to do your damn job? You think anybody's scared? James Comey, really? And see, I didn't know that James Comey was Maureen Comey's father. And if you go ahead and take a look at this man, he got a record. Look up James Comey. Look up the Epstein files. Why do you think this is not coming out? When I first got the news, I'm going to tell you honestly, and I'm trying not to cry because I don't want to give my enemies that satisfaction. I'm trying to be okay, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Because I have done everything. My mom and I have done everything that God has asked us to do. We have done everything in our power. We have done everything that we could do as two women. And we're trying our best. But what else do you do when you know that the evidence that you hold close to your chest will get you silenced just as much as if you handed it over to somebody who did a damn thing about it? We have held on to receipts, evidence, insurance. We have tried our best, and we have tried to keep warning people and telling people, pointing people back to the children. Every time somebody detour, we don't backbite, we don't mudsling. We have had people call us out of our name. We have had people say everything, and I don't give a damn. I am tired. So there's a amount of people that are like, we want to kill you. Do it. You want to tell me what time you coming over? Do I got time to make a crock pot meal? You can't do it. Because when I tell you we are tired on a level that sleep won't fix, coffee won't touch, or drugs couldn't even suffice. You don't understand. You don't understand. We have tried to tell people to get outside, paint a rock, drop a fact sheet, leave a bracelet, just send a text message to somebody. I don't care. We have been called crazy. How many ways do you need to see the devil is standing right in front of you and you still can't see him? I don't know what else to do but fucking laugh and cry and try my best not to lose my absolute shit. Because when I got the text from other angels, I was like, hey, don't freak out. I think they're dropping the charges. I was like, I'm gonna I already knew the case was not going anywhere. Whoever tried just got painted a target on it, and whoever lied was exposed. I am grateful for the amount of people that were exposed on this case. You've seen that the hotel manager is guilty. You saw the people who cleaned the sex toys were guilty. The bus that freaking transferred all these children were guilty. You saw people coming from left and right to tell you about the baby oil and everything else that they wouldn't tell you earlier because they kept it a secret all these years. And everybody that bowed down, sign this man's paycheck. You feed that man from the entire time. It would enable trafficking. It's the same way people are using our pain right now. There's content creators that hate us, that want us tortured, that want us dead. And so many people are buying into it by hitting the like button. You're paying these content creators to create chaos, confusion, bullshit, lies, and on top of that, you're enabling trafficking, and you still don't see it. You want to argue, and people tell me all the time. I have gotten so many crazy ass messages that I don't care about, and some people are just like, I won't believe you until you sit down with the person that hurt you. Hold on. I was 15 years old. Flag on the play. Everybody say this with me, all together. I will turn the comments back on so you can type it. I was in Child Protective Services custody at 14 and a half. I went in 2009, okay? So you're going to tell me that in 2009, I walked away from my predators at 14 years old and I never looked back. Do you know what it takes for you to walk away from a narcissist? Has anybody ever been in a narcissistic relationship? Somebody that was either your family, a toxic relationship, a toxic sibling, a toxic family member, somebody who tried to break your soul, and every time you spoke up about it, it was your fault. Somebody who tried to change you, and every time you tried to step in and say, this ain't me, it was something that you did wrong. Okay? So I want you to think about that toxic relationship that you have ever had. Ever. And I want you to think about how many years I was gone at 14 and a half. The woman that you see right now, this was secretion of Satan. This woman tried to kill me. This woman tried to break me. And she didn't do it to just one. She did it to 6 different children. She did it to everybody in her life. Okay. At 14 and a half, 12, 13 years old, I said, I can't do this anymore. I tried to kill myself. I went into Chino Hills Hospital. Are y'all staying with me? Chino Hills in California Hospital. I ended up there, and from there, they made me a ward of the state of California. So from 14 and a half, 15, did you hear me? I'm 31, 16 years old, 17 years old, 18 years old. Where was everybody when I was going through an elite party? Where was everybody when I was trafficked to Russia? Who was there when I was by myself? When I was eating out of trash cans and sleeping on playgrounds? Who was there when I was moving from home to home to home because I never stayed anywhere longer than 2 weeks? Who was around when I suffered? Who? You tell me who. From 15 years old, 16 years old, 17 years old, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and now in January 2025 at 31 years old, everybody banging down doors talking about I want her back, I care. Do you fucking believe that? There are people telling me I'm forcing you to go back there. You go back to the narcissist that you suffered from. I never turned around. I never looked back. I never wanted money. I didn't want shit to do with them. I didn't want the name. And if I could have changed my bloodline, I would. I didn't want shit. I still don't. Do you hear me? I'm not the woman you tried to break. I'm not the person you wanted to create. I'm not even close. I never tried to destroy nobody's baby. I never tried to destroy anybody's spirit. I am as simple as it gets. I am hurt. I am angry, and I am still fucking healing. And it is harder than hurting. Trust me when I say that. I am trying. I have been in denial for a little bit. I walked away to get clean. I tried to go take my life back. I wanted some type of peace. I wanted to give a damn about somebody saying they love me just because they love me. I didn't want anybody because they wanted me or my body or what they could do to me. I'm nobody's sex puppet. I'm nobody's sex toy. I'm nobody's punching bag anymore. And that's all I ever fucking wanted. Do you hear me? I have held my shit in. I've been a vault. I don't usually get upset. I try to just keep that shit going because what can I do? Nothing. All the people that are dogpiling on us right now, what can I do? Nothing. Everybody yells, I'ma sue you, you little bitch. Don't be a little bitch. Do you know how many people have tried to break my soul, my body, take shit from me that I can never, ever get back? And you're going to tell me you're going to sue over somebody calling you out of your name, you little bitch? I don't know what else to do. I don't know anybody else on the internet that has shown you the amount of receipts that we have shown y'all. I don't know what else. Everybody's like, you guys are doing a good job. We don't have a choice. Do we? Because if we sat still, we're going to end up like Virginia. If we don't stop moving, you're never going to hear from us again. And the only reason why you hear from us now is because we keep screaming. We're not stopping. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying we're done. I'm just saying we're tired. And I'm trying to keep laughing because I'm trying. When you look around at all the shit, you feel like you're banging your head against the wall constantly because I'm constantly diverting people back to, hey, can you just, that drama don't mean shit next to this. And then, hey, I mean, that's petty because it don't mean it. I don't even think that's real. You don't see the false flag and the fake ass distractions is predictable. You can look at it and see, I mean, the patterns go way back to before I was even a thought of. So why don't you see it? I know so many people have been called a conspiracy theorist and crazy and a liar and oh, you gotta get off the internet, but everything that we have told y'all has been right in your face. I don't know what else to do. I just want to go back to school. If you the amount of people that want to kill us, cool. Do I got time to go back to school? I'm not. Do I got? I'm so serious. I don't even care about the degree, dude. I just want to say I did it. I just want to say I did it. Do you understand what it makes me feel like to be a dance teacher? That's what slapped me in the face. You get that? That's what slapped me in the face. was being a dance teacher for the first time and seeing little tiny hands, and then being like, my hands were that size. And then seeing these little tiny shoes and being like, my feet were that size. And then seeing people give a damn about their kids, and I'm like, so it's not just a my real mom thing. My mom right here, this one that you see right here. I'm like, oh, okay, it's not just her. There's other people that just give a shit because they care about their wow. Really? Do you understand that I'm like, you I just want to teach again. I just want to teach again. You know, like it would be nice to just be able to teach one more time because my therapy is through music, and not everybody is bad. There's very few far in between, but you're finding that it's all of them, and it's all the way down the line, and there's so many more, and still you can't see it. We're not. I'm sorry. I'm fine. It's not, but I'm fine. You know, I'm laughing because this is my response to all the trauma that I've ever. Somebody used to tell me like, I gotta put you on a machine for hours, and do I have a choice? No. If I look at you crazy, I would make it worse. So, excuse me through my trauma response, but like when you stop for a second, I am like, what up? We for 5 years. There's no point for us to sit here and regurgitate information. We gonna have impersonators and obsession. There are so many little small men obsessed with me right now. And you got to think that all these people have kids and they're married that are banding with the Black Panthers to do all the things that they're doing and cause all the chaos and the confusion and the bullshit. You know, it's losing its sting. It lost its sting at the beginning of the year. When I had to walk away from some type of peace that I tried to find again, I lost my last fuck to give. I'm tired. You hear me? Ooh. I'm good. Heart is just racing. You know what? I don't know what else to do. I don't know what's gonna wake people up. Everybody's, what can we do? What can we do? Get louder. What can we do? I don't know. I tried. I'm trying so much. I don't even know who we are anymore. We don't. I don't know. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't. Woo! I don't know. um. So. um. Is this not a good time to say I told you? It's not. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make me feel any better. It makes me feel worse. Because I still feel like I'm screaming underwater. And trying my best to mop an ocean. And there's so many other 90s and angels that have come like, I'm trying to help you. I'm here. I'm never leaving. I'm not going anywhere. Nothing's going to shake me. It won't break me. I ain't moving. I ain't budgeable. and then mollywop spiritual warfare. Like, and I get it. Just okay. Sorry. My brain. So I don't know. If they drop those charges, everybody that tried is more of a target than they were before. If they drop those charges and this man gets, do you really believe that he's really in there? I don't. Never did. But, did you guys hear that Fat Joe is in the middle of a case? I think the song is called, let me see. I don't want to get it wrong because I want you guys to see it. Let me see. It's Fat Joe the rapper. Well, he too, as everybody raped a girl at 16 years old, made a song about her, and then told her that nobody would ever find out. Trafficking. And he believed that nobody would ever bring it back up again, that she would let it go, that he crushed the spirit out of her, that she would never tell. And now she's coming back to sue him. Keep going. Please keep going. I know it is so hard. You're doing the right thing. It's not going to be easy, though. Okay? But, so, if you take a look at this song, it's called She's My Mama by Fat Joe. It's called She's My Mama. And if you take a look at the lyrics, he says, now she was only 16. I had to nurture that, give her some growth. Waited till I blanked the cat. Told she was going to have to work if she going to get ahead. Then she drove me berserk when she gave me some blank. She told me that she learned from the porn flicks. I said, Miami, only stop talking and I won't say the rest. But you should be able to pick that up. Go ahead, look up the lyrics to She's My Mama. It's his diary because art is a reflection of life. And this dumbass decided to make a song just like they do with ledgers and trophies. That's why when somebody is saying I have the ledgers, do you know what they have? They have drives from the songs that matches the name, that matches the person, that matches the outfit, that matches the place that they dropped them off, for how long they had sex with them, where they brought them, each time they brought them. That's what a ledger is. And that's just one person. So Fat Joe has had a long time, since 2006, to do what he's doing, and just now we're hearing about it. Tyler Perry is also being sued as well, if you haven't heard about it, for sexual assault. People like this, they get slapped on the wrist or nothing, because who do you think is in their pocket? Now that you're seeing it, who do you think? Are we not going to there was freak off tapes. There's freak off tapes, y'all. Tapes. And not at one point did the jurors see anybody else at the parties with Sean Combs? There was parties. So you're going to tell me not one other person was guilty? Not one. Not one at all. Okay. All right. Right? Okay, it's just like Epstein. You're going to tell me that he was the only John. Ghislaine Maxwell was the only person she sold all these children, and he was the only person that she sold children to. The only one. You think that our government, our DOJ, our FBI, our CIA, the attorneys, the judges, the lawyers, the doctors, the hotel managers, the people who clean the damn sex toys, they're guilty too. The grave diggers, the maids. You don't think everybody else knows of who else there were children being sold to? But we're just gonna judge Sean Combs? How many celebrities shut the hell up? Didn't want to say anything about Sean Combs. How many of them are yelling free him? No answer is an answer, you know. No answer is an answer. That's why when I left at 14 and a half, I never looked back. No answer is an answer. No, you can't force a 31-year-old woman to go back and do the same things that you were forcing a 14-year-old to do. No answer is an answer. I'll visit some people during visitation hours if they can get them at the Alligator Alcatraz. That's when I'll visit. But that's not going to happen, is it? No. It's not going to happen. Because the justice system is rigged. And the people who could do so much about it, because there's so many of us and less of them, the people who could do something about it, everybody just puts their head back in the sand and it ain't in my backyard yet. Yes, it is. It's been in your backyard. It's been in your home. You just would rather deal with somebody else's drama than to deal with your own. But at the end of the day, it's been in your backyard since beginning of time. There's that one person in the family that everybody knows about. There's that toxic relationship in the family that people only see each other on holidays and funerals. And then they don't talk because they can't stand each other, but they being cordial and fake and standing in each other's face. About, hi, it's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while. You know damn well you faking with them. And you know, if you deal with the situation of why you don't want to go see them, then you got to deal with the rest. If we talk about the children on the Diddy trial, if we actually talk about it, then that opens the door to who else was trafficking children? Child Protective Services, government funded agency. That's why we're not touching the children. That's why we're not talking about it. Because that's going to open a can of worms that nobody can cover back up. That's going to shoot that shot heard around the world that you can't put the bullet back in the gun for that one. You just can't. You can't. You can't. And so many will hear that in a way that you can't unhear it and unsee it. So, of course, we're not going to talk about the children. Because if you talk about the children, you're going to talk about that unravels the whole chain of what's really wrong. So, I know some people are like, I what the hell? I know. I say the same thing. What the hell? If people actually stood up, if people actually started asking questions, if people didn't let up like they do on chaos, if you seen people act the way they do towards drama, if you seen the people act the way they do towards when they get their feelings hurt or when they get a comment they don't like or when they get something that just pisses them off a little bit, if people have that same type of energy for slandering and for making shit up and rage bait and clickbait, if people had that energy towards the truth, oh, we wouldn't get away from it at all. I'm gonna keep trying, but we tired. I'm not saying we're giving up. We're not suicidal. I'm just saying we're tired. Okay, so it's been 5 years of trying to tell y'all. It's been 5 years of showing receipts. It's been 5 years, and we're not anybody special. We are not trying to have a media cookie fame notoriety. We don't want any of that. Never did. Never wanted it. The truth is priceless, but you have everybody else selling my truth but me. You have people telling you to like something and give them pennies for my pain. You have that real Allie Carter official. You're gonna say your official when it's official. You have her on them. I don't know if it's a him. It's a predator behind an account on TikTok, telling everybody that it's me, and people are just handing them shit. 100,000 followers on TikTok. Ain't that about a bitch? I can barely get the information out of it when it's me. My fake account stands longer than my real shit. Why? Let me tell you why. Because it's monetized. It's monetized. So whoever is behind that account is monetizing the hell out of something. So of course the account's strong, no matter what you try to do to it. That's how traffickers work. The traffickers will remain strong no matter what you try to do to it. That's a trafficker. The one who is the multiple small men who are very small men. I'm seriously, physically, I think one of them is shorter than me. But the multiple small men who are helping the Black Panthers because they got a little bit of a check, they're telling you, I didn't make my quota. Who else makes a quota? Trafficking survivors. You don't hear it? You don't hear it? You don't hear it? I know the people are like that. The people that needs to know doesn't matter. The people that have no idea, the message is being muddied. The people that have no idea, you're exhausting them with the bullshit already. So when they finally get to the truth, they're already tired. They don't hear you. And in all that time, somebody is still being tortured right now. What are we supposed to do? I don't know. I do not know. So, we are signing off. As of 2026, we got some things to do. I will try one more time for the rest of this year. We will try our best to drop some more stuff, but we keep cards really close to our chest because we know if we would have dropped everything from Sean Combs, it's going to be slap on the wrist, pass on. The only thing that's being told right now is our story over and over again, that we have to relive the trauma. We have relived wounds. I have reopened wounds. I have sat in the corner rocking through my flashbacks to tell everybody what's going on with the children so that you can realize what's going on. I didn't want any money. The truth is priceless. I've told you that from the beginning, and it's not just about me. So I wasn't telling you all of this just about me. I'm grateful if somebody can fight for me. I'm grateful if somebody gives a damn about me and my mama. But I'm not stupid. That's not forever. I'm not stupid. And I know that at one point some of y'all are going to forget us and forget we ever existed. What I just pray is that you don't forget the message that we carried, that we have carried, that we have detoured people back to, and that we have tried our best with. And that's the children. The truth about the children. That'll never change. So if you ever see a dead man switch come from us, you'll know that we're no longer on this world, because we'll tell you if you're watching this video, it's because we're no longer here. And in that video, it will release everything unredacted. And after it releases everything, every single name, every single location, every single plate that we have, every place that we were trafficked, and when we tell you exactly when it's in that video, then insurance will just keep dropping from there. And I don't know, just to hand it around like candy. I have no idea what else to do with it because there's nobody to give it to. And as you can see that from the beginning.
Don't give it to Pam. Her desk is full.
Her desk is full. And the FBI loses their shit. And then they get insulted when you tell them, why aren't you doing your job? So don't give it to them. You can't give it to them. I don't know what else to do. So we have an interview coming out with the amazing Miss Miracle Sims on God, Sex, and Love platform. It comes out Tuesday, July 1st at 7 o'clock. It's our first interview that we've done in a few years. And I'm so happy and so honored that we got to do it with GSL, with Miracle, because thank you. The type of integrity, the type of honesty that it takes to hold it together, no matter what anybody calls you, no matter how many times you get shadow banned, silenced, censored, no matter what. They have held it honestly. No merch has been made. No money is collected that you can't see something coming from. I understand when there's some people that monetize their platforms as far as investigative journalists, and that's their livelihood, and they do it because they're giving things back to the people. That's one thing. It's another thing is when you're just stealing from the people, raking wallets and trafficking and selling the truth. That's another. So we watch all that stuff, and I'm so happy that Miracle, that's the type of integrity that she holds as a Black woman as well, coming from the community that still tries to jump on a slave bandwagon at all times. I thank you so much for seeing right through the bullshit. Thank you to all of GSL supporters for seeing through all of it. The discernment that y'all have had this entire time. From day one, I don't expect you to believe me. Don't believe me. I don't give a shit. I really don't. I don't care. If you don't believe me, I don't care. You see, do you really think that I care? Like, I don't. It's because the nightmares are so bad. I know what happened. woman's been through hell. She's driving across the United States of America all the time. We know what happened. So if you don't believe me, fine. But if you look in your area and you see what the hell we're talking about, that's not hard to believe. So thank you, GSL. That interview comes out again on Tuesday. I'll be posting it up. They'll be playing it. And we have more coming out from there. We pre-recorded it. So it was recorded yesterday. While we were on the road, it was pre-recorded yesterday, June 28th, 2025. So, yeah. And, yeah, there's some things that we're about to be dropping and just handing y'all, and we thank you for doing something with the information. That's all I got. We do plan on writing a book. We said if that's the last thing that we do, that'll be the last thing we do. And we were hoping that would be done when there was some type of arrest made or some type of justice coming from somewhere. But we really weren't holding our breath. We really weren't. But we were just like, that's all dandy and all, but at the end, we're at our end. Because this was the window of opportunity for people to do something. This was the window. This still is the window of opportunity for people to stand up. This was the biggest window we had. This one right here, this year. Because you have seen more about trafficking than you've ever seen, haven't you? So this was the year. This was it. I don't know what else to do. So we have already started writing, and my mom and I are releasing a book together, and we'll put all of that information that we can in there with as much jam-packed things that we can, and pray that it lands in the right hands, and some people can use it to fight for somebody else. So that's what we got. We'll still keep fighting the way we are right now. I don't know what's going to happen. It would be nice for us to be able to find another safe spot, some type of safe spot to put our heads down for a second. But in reality, I know people will never leave me alone because they believe still that I'm their property, as you can see. So I know that somebody is still going to always come for me and think that it's okay. I'm not. So there's nothing I could do. So in that time, I want to try to go back to school or something, and I would love to teach again. So I was thinking like maybe I could teach some classes virtually for anybody who would like to learn. I'll teach them virtually, and then after you're done taking the class, it's just whatever. I just want to teach. I love to teach. It's teaching dance. It's a lot of fun. It gives me purpose. So I'll let you guys know if we're doing that and when we're doing that. And thanks for looking out for more stuff that's going to be